Are you fumbling over every pallet and window? Does this look like you every time a hunter goes around a wall? Do you ever wonder if there's a way to stop getting slow vaults? Well, my friends, I'm glad to say there is, and you too can look just like this guy right over here vaulting no problem. Sup YouTube, Psyche here, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to get fast vaults consistently in Identity 5. But before we can understand how to get fast vaults, we need to understand why you're getting slow vaults in the first place. A common misconception in this game is that people think slow vaults is just a natural part of the game and that it's just about luck whether you get them or not. Completely untrue. It actually comes from two big reasons why you're not getting fast vaults on windows and pallets. And those two reasons come down to whether you're facing in the right direction when you're clicking the vault button and if you have enough momentum when you're doing the vault. First, let's look at the direction part of the vault. If you were to do a vault over a window or pallet, you need to be facing the direction of that window or pallet. If you were to not face the direction of the window or pallet while you're vaulting it, then you will get a slow vault. Logically, this makes sense. If you were to try to run away from a pallet or window in real life and then try to vault it, then there's no possible way you're going to be able to vault it quickly or slide over that obstacle. For that reason, you always need to make sure that you're facing the direction of the window or pallet so that you're not going to get a slow vault. However, you also can't just be running into the window or pallet because then you'll also get a slow vault. So what's going on here? You're looking in the direction of the pallet or window, but you still got a slow vault. And this has to do with momentum. If you were to try to constantly keep running in the direction of a pallet or window and then try to vault over it, even though you're looking in the direction of that pallet or window, you're still going to get a slow vault because you spent all that time running in place, losing your momentum, and therefore getting a slow vault. Instead, you need to vault the pallet or window when you still have momentum, when you still have running speed, and you're just approaching this pallet or window so that when you click the vault button, you're going to get a fast vault. These two things combined, looking in the direction of the window and running at it without staying still for very long, will allow you to get a fast vault consistently. An important tip to bring up is that pallets have weird hitboxes. You can technically pull off pallet fast vaults just by running into the side of it, and it could work, but I wouldn't recommend doing this, and I would instead better advise approaching it from the front of the pallet so that you more likely than not get a fast vault consistently. The last thing I want to bring up is what to do and how to vault if a hunter is going back and forth around a window or pallet. This can get a little bit tricky because at some point you are going to mess up if you're not in a good flow, but there is a way to consistently vault back and forth even though you may not have much time before you have to vault back over. For this, I will show you guys a very important skill to have in order to quickly vault pallets and windows back to back without any stopping. And this right here is the circle technique. Pretty much as soon as you vault a pallet or window, you are moving your joystick to go in a circle so that you are starting to run and you're also facing the window by the time you finish the circle. And so this way, if you get in a good rhythm, you can go back and forth consistently very quickly. This is really hard to do just by watching what I'm doing. So instead, I will show you guys an easier way of doing the same thing that I'm doing so that you guys can have a way of practicing and then get more and more advanced and quicker with your circles, get tighter pretty much. And so basically you do what I'm doing here and you take a wide circle. And you guys see very well, very clearly that I'm taking this wide circle and that I'm turning around, I'm still keeping my momentum, and then I'm vaulting. And as you get better and better at this, you can close the circle more and more until there's hardly a circle left anymore and it looks like you're just turning around and vaulting. That is not what you're doing. It just looks like it, but in reality, you are turning your joystick almost in a circle-like fashion. Pay attention to what I'm doing with my joystick, and you'll see that I'm turning it in a circle even though it may not look like I'm turning in a circle. And once you get really good with this, you can start doing this very consistently, very quickly, and it'll save your life a lot of times. Trust me. Just in case you guys are still stuck on how to do this, I'm going to show you guys with a finger demonstration on an iPad how I'm doing this in person. So right here I'm using an iPad, but you guys should be able to also do this on phone. You can see that right before my vault ends, I am moving my finger already. Even though the vault hasn't ended yet, I'm already moving my finger preemptively, knowing the moment when my vault is going to end, so that I'm already moving and turning around and vaulting back over. This depends on how fast your character vaults. If your character vaults very quickly, you're going to have to start doing that turn move much quicker. If you're doing a slow vaulter, then you're gonna have to time your movement as your vault is ending to a much slower degree. But the moment your vault ends, you are still moving as fast as another survivor. So at that point, it's just speeding up. It's just during the vault, you need to know when to start moving as your vault is ending. For times where maybe you don't want to vault right away, a helpful thing to do is to just keep going in a circle until you want to vault. This is something I like to do a lot when I'm not sure if Hunter is going to go around or not. So this way I keep my momentum, and as long as you time the circle right as you're facing the powder window, you should be fine and you should get a fast fall. And I like to do this a lot when hunters are trying to trick me into vaulting a powder window, and I just do this just in case, just to see if they do go around or if they keep following me. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy and found this guide helpful, and maybe from now on you won't be getting those painful mechanic or mind's eye slow vaults and ending up dying already. With that being said guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Check out my stream schedule and my stream playlist in the description below, as well as my Discord server. I will see you guys all in the next video, and take care guys. Have a good rest of your day.